Hey guys, welcome to a preview of the next series of Fursey's Tasting Moment. I don't know if I mentioned on one of my homebrew Wednesdays fairly recently that I discovered a new bottle shop, or for us Australians, liquor store for you Americans, or off licence for those back in the old country. But I discovered a new bottle shop called Main Liquor, and that's them. Give them a bit of a plug. That's the address, guys, if anyone's interested. It's a liquor store in Belmont in Perth, Western Australia, obviously. Got beers there from all over the world, specifically dedicated, or primarily dedicated, should I say, for the craft beer industry, whether that's Australia. They've got a great selection of Australian craft brews, American, which I'm going to show you in a second, German, Belgium, so and the UK, although the UK is probably more mainstream, and I'm sure some of you Americans can tell me the beers that I've got here, the section that I'm going to show you in a second, that they're probably perhaps more mainstream than not anyway. But I've heard of some of them. I think I may have even seen one or two reviews of some. But I'll show you what I've bought over the last few days and what's coming up on future editions of Fursey's Tasting Moment. So first off, before we go to the American beers, I picked this one up by mistake. It was on the shelf next to them, and I didn't look at it. I looked at the label, liked the sound of it, and thought I'll get that. And it wasn't until I got home that I actually realised it's actually a Australian beer. It's from the same brewer as the Angry Man Pale Ale, which I've reviewed on the last Fursey's Tasting Moment. So check that one out if you haven't seen it already. This one here is called, I think you see it, Sean's Fault India Black Ale. Nasty but nice. I see that label there. And this is from the Murray's Brewery in New South Wales. So, particularly like the label, it was fairly unique to me. And also what I did like was thanks for supporting slow beer. And I think undoubtedly, I think we all, if you're watching this, we all like slow beer because that's the only way to brew. Next one that I've got two from the same brewer in America. It's from the Green Flash Brewery. First off, and I've really had one of these, and I must say, it was quite exquisite. This here is from the Green Flash Brewing Company. Fine handcrafted ale, San Diego, California. And this is the West Coast IPA. India Pale Ale. Now this rates in at 7.3% alcohol by volume, so not quite I think we call them a double IPA, but get in there. So that's from the Green Flash Brewery. The other one I've got, and I purchased this one specifically because I know Lamo likes his hopped reds, and I've never really had one. So this is the Hophead Red, again by the Green Flash Brewery, and this is 7% alcohol by volume. Just jumping back slightly, just going back to the Sean's Fault Indian Black IPA. This one here, just to give you an idea of the alcohol content, is 7.5% by volume, and this is correct me if I'm wrong, it's a 330ml bottle. Okay, so from there, I'll go this one. This here is one I've heard a lot of, and I don't know whether I've heard this because of through the various podcasts, or whether I've seen you guys talk about it on your beer reviews and discussions. I believe this is brewed by Jamal. This is the Heretic Evil Twin. A bold West Coast red ale. This one brews in at 6.8% by alcohol, and they've got the complete range of heretic beers at this shop. I'll be going through those, and I may do that as a separate series. But the next one I'll be buying once I go there will probably be the Evil Cousin. So, but that's that one. So I've heard a lot, but it was a name that rang the bell. I've heard a lot about it, so decided that I would give it a try. Moving on from there, this is from the Bridgeport Brewery, Oregon's oldest craft brewery. This is the Hop Czar. This is 7.5% alcohol by volume, brewed in Portland, Oregon. So I'm hoping, be looking forward to tasting that one. I've seen the label before, but I've not seen any reviews. But yeah, I'll give this one a go. And then last but not least, and I'm not by any means a stout drinker. It's never really been a beer that I like. But going through the various different beer reviewers, and I think I've seen it by either by the Clements Homebrew, or it may have even been Tony Rapino. And I see this one, and as soon as I see it, I've got to pick it up. I don't like stout, but I'm going to give this one a go. And this is the Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. So this is from, let me see where this, you probably already know this, you guys. North Brewing. So North Coast Brewing Company. And this is rates at, I can't even find that, 9% alcohol. And the guy in the bottle shop told me that this rates in the top 50 beers in the world. And I know 50 seems quite a high number, but when you think how many beers there are, I think that's pretty fair going. And yeah, I'm going to give this one a try as well. So, hey guys, stay tuned. Keep watching the series. Keep providing the feedback. Any beers out there that you guys in the States or anywhere in the world that think I should give a try, you'd like to see my opinion, let me know. I'll see if I can source them. That's all for now, guys. I'll see you on the next edition of Tasty's Fursey Moment. Cheers, guys.